What's going on? We are officially live. How is everyone doing? I haven't made a video in 5 days, I think, which is crazy because I was doing this 31 days of Halloween and horror. I was making a video every day. I was doing great for like, I don't know, 20 days. And then I had a party on Saturday and some people came early. I was planning to film a video before the party, but people came early, like an hour early. So I didn't get to do that, and then I kind of got sick, and I'm still a little bit sick right now. Drinking some OJ right there. I like the pulp. So I will hopefully be getting back to making the videos every day. I wanted to do a horror movie marathon video this weekend, 24 hours of horror movies, which hopefully I can still do that. So I look forward to that. Hey, what's going on? Joe Beans. That's what we used to call other person with your same name that I knew from high school. And I remember when you first messaged me, I was like, do I know you? I went to high school with you? Because I thought it was you. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. You know, getting there, drinking some OJ, flushing my system, so just trying to do that and take it easy. Daniel Varney, what's up? Oh, I'm sorry you got sick. Oh, you broke your foot. Wow, that is terrible. I hope you feel better. Got some pulp right there. And I hope you your foot heals up quickly too. That's never fun. It's definitely a bad bad day right there. Hopefully your days get better coming up soon. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. But I wanted to make a video. I saw it this past weekend. I think it was Sunday. The new Halloween movie. Max and Jackson, what's up? And I know everybody was talking about the new Halloween movie. I did see it. I have mixed feelings on it. I do want to do a whole like review of it, and I don't know if I want to do two separate reviews, like a spoiler review of it, talking about it a little bit more in depth and talking about certain scenes in particular. And I do want to do just like a regular spoiler-free review for it too, the new Halloween movie. Let me know if you guys saw the new Halloween movie and what you thought of it. And hey, there is 11 people watching right now, and I have 0 likes. So give me a like. The goose egg right there. Goose egg of shame. 12 people. Give me some likes. I appreciate it very much. What's the joke I always see on people's videos? I don't know what it is. It's, you know, 100 likes or whatever for $1 million. Something silly. It's always something silly like that. But I'll leave if you're going to talk about the new one. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to give any spoilers away or anything like that for sure. My whole thing about the new Halloween movie, one thing I absolutely do want to say about it is the reviews for it and just the praise, the criticisms just across the board. It's very polarizing. I think the biggest thing is I think people were expecting it to be as good as the first 2 Halloween movies, and you have to kind of, it's hard for any movie to live up to those expectations. If that's what you're going in thinking it's going to be one of the greatest horror movies ever, then, you know, taper a little bit, because it's hard to, you know, to put it in any horror movies in that kind of category. So just take that into consideration. It is a sequel to a movie 40 years ago. But I am planning to do a review of it and talk about it, my thoughts on it, because I think it is, you know, one of the biggest, you know, movies that people were looking forward to for a long time. Ah, nice. Devil's Candy is one of my favorites of recent years. What I consider a heavy metal horror movie. Ethan Embry was awesome. So was Scott Taylor Pruitt. I always forget his name, but he's a really good actor, character actor. He's been in a ton of stuff. He was in Identity as well. Smaller role in there, but he was really good here too. Devil's Candy was intense, and I love the culmination, the climax for it was just amazing to me. Yeah, that's the timeline is definitely something that was different. Essentially, this is a direct sequel to the very first Halloween movie, which Halloween 2 is one of the greatest sequels ever for horror movies, in my opinion. So that was kind of a shame. But there's a lot that I liked about it. Jamie Lee Curtis was amazing. I'm not going to go too much in depth about it, but if you've seen the new Halloween movie, let me know what you think of it for sure. And let me know, I want to say, I have these movies picked out, what movie I should watch tonight. I'm still debating about watching Apostle on Netflix. I still haven't seen that one, but I did watch Malevolence on Netflix the other night. It was a Malevolence was a Netflix original 2018 horror movie, and that was way better than I was expecting it to be. Great atmosphere, essentially a ghost movie, ghost story movie, and set in 1986 Glasgow. So yeah, that was really good. I would definitely recommend checking that one out. I kind of wish they would have delved a little bit more in depth, and wish that the movie was a little bit longer. I think it was only like an hour and a half, and Malevolence deserved to be longer than that, but that was a really strong one. And Netflix is doing a great job with their originals. I still haven't seen House on whatever the Hill House one is, the TV series, but I've heard great things about that. But let me know what you guys are watching tonight, and let me know of these 4 movies I've got picked out right here should I watch, and or between Apostle as well. So we got Lost Boys: The Thirst, which is the 3rd Lost Boys movie, which is the only one I haven't seen. I hated the second one, but I heard this one was supposed to be better. Don't Worry, He Won't Get Far on Foot, which is the only non-horror movie of the bunch. Great cast right here: Joaquin Phoenix, Jonah Hill, which I'm not a big fan of, Rooney Mara, Jack Black. It's written, screenplay was adapted by and directed by Gus Van Sant. And then Dead Snow 2, Red vs. Dead, which I've seen the first one. I love the first one. I love the humor to it. It's evil killer Nazi zombies. I mean, what's not to like there? And then Bone Hill Road, which is the unrated director's cut from Wild Eye. And this is a practical werewolf movie. And there's some Scream Queen in it. Let me, was it Linnea Quigley? Yeah, it's Linnea Quigley's in here. I want to remember, there's somebody else too, but I saw like, I think it was Bloody Disgusting did an article on it, and just the practical effects, the look of it had me excited for it, so look at that. That's pretty creeptastic, although it looks kind of like an alien right there in the back. But I'm excited to check it out. So yeah, those are the 4 that I had picked out. 1 non-horror, the rest are horror, and then again, I might watch Apostle. Let me know what you guys are going to watch, and let me know which one of those you think I should watch tonight. Or if you have any other recommendations. Hold on, let me scroll through the comments here. I am in the middle of the Addiction, yes. Oh, okay, the older Addiction movie. There's also another, I was getting confused with Afflicted, but yeah, Addiction is a good one too. An older one. Arrow is doing a great job on their releases. What are some other heavy metal horror movies? Deathgasm. I don't know if you'd really put Mandy on there, but that was a recent one. It's kind of crazy, more of a revenge thriller. But then there's also the old one, Trick or Treat, with Gene Simmons in there. I can't remember who else was in there now. My memory is shot right. Ozzy Osbourne, I believe, yeah. There are brief roles in there, but that's another one that I would put on there. Some of the other ones, like Rocktober Blood, there's a few other ones that just aren't quite as good, but Trick or Treat was really strong. Devil's Canyon, for me, is definitely one of the better. What do you think about Halloween? I don't know. I was never a fan of Resurrection. For me, Halloween 1, 2, and 3 are my favorite, and 4 would be next best on the list for me. I know a lot of people don't like Halloween 3 Season of the Witch because it doesn't have Michael Myers, but to me it's a great horror or Halloween themed horror movie. And if that did well, they were going to do a whole different thing, whereas, you know, different stuff every movie for it. But I think the Halloween franchise overall is the weakest of the big franchises between Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, even Phantasm, and even Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think those ones are actually kind of underrated in comparison. But yeah, I think Halloween is by far the worst of the big 3, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre I would definitely put way over them as a franchise too. I always thought Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 was really underrated. I finally has a great release now from Warner Archive. And the only one that I didn't like in that franchise was Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D, which has the worst line in horror movie history, do your thing, cuz. But I like the new Leatherface, I like the beginning, the remake. But, just watch I Think We Are Alone. Alright, is that on Netflix? Let me know. I need to see Apostle. Yeah, absolutely. Gareth Evans is amazing. Which I think his segment, was it Safe Haven, I believe it was called, from VHS 2? I think the reason that was such a good segment was it had the most time to develop. It was like the double the length of any other segment in the VHS movies. It was an amazing one. I kind of wish they did a standalone movie of that. Yeah, I've heard that a lot for Dead Snow 2. A lot of people seem to like Dead Snow 2 more than the first one. But I think did they film, I think I heard that they filmed it 2 separate times, one in English. So I feel like they didn't necessarily need to do that. Like, I don't mind subtitles at all, and I kind of wish I would like to see the native language, really. The Hellraiser franchise, for me, I was just thinking about that when I was talking about the big horror franchises. I think the first three are great, and then Hellworld with Lance Henriksen was really good. But after that, like all the other ones, I think are terrible. Especially the new recent one, was it Judgment? I thought just awful. And to me, it's just really not Pinhead without Doug Bradley. Without Doug Bradley, it's not really Hellraiser for me. Although I think this recent Pinhead was a little bit better than the one previously. That's not saying too much. I thought the movie overall was terrible. Yeah, there's really only like 4 good Hellraiser movies. It's such a shame that a lot of these horror franchises are just mismanaged, and they could be so much better. But I do want to say that I'm going to be doing more videos coming up. I'm starting to feel better finally. Just a little bit of congestion left. My ear is finally feeling better. I had like I guess an ear infection going. Just a lot of congestion and stuff like that. So I do plan on doing the more Blu-ray, horror Blu-ray shelf videos. I'm still a little out of it. But yeah, the horror Blu-ray shelf videos for sure are going to come. And I think I don't know if I have enough really horror Funko Pop figures to do a collection. I don't know. Maybe I could with the minis. I probably do. But I still wanted to do like a bunch of stuff. And I don't know if I'm going to have enough. I don't want to like overload with videos all of a sudden to make up for the past 5 days. Like I want to do this. I still have this here. It's been sitting here for like 2 weeks. The Hostess Cupcakes Caramel Apple. I wanted to do a video for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface Pretty Woman Chase. Like an unboxing. I did a video when I did the whole horror mystery box, but I want to do like a showcase video on it, as well as the Hereditary custom VHS, which I'll just go ahead and show you right there. So yeah, and as far as I don't know, for the people who won Exorcist 2, the Heretic Blu-ray, I don't know if you're gonna watch this video or not, but let me know if you get it. I think all the people who won, like they didn't have any. It was like suspicious amount of like lack of activity on the channels, and I'm just hoping that it's people who, you know, just aren't too active and just, you know, tune in and comment here and there, and that it wasn't somebody making like a side account or alt account. Hopefully that's not the case. I feel like that would be real crappy if it was. Give everybody a fair chance, level playing ground to who won. But I feel like everybody who won were people I wasn't really familiar with, and then channels like didn't have any activity. But again, they were sent out. I emailed you guys, and as soon as I got your information, I automatically sent it over to Shout Factory. They said they were sending it out that week, which was over a week ago now. I can't remember when it was. But so hopefully you'll be getting it soon if you haven't gotten it already. And if you are watching, let me know if you got it. But yeah, I'll be doing more of the horror videos, Halloween videos coming up soon. Now I'm finally starting to do better. I feel better and stuff like that. But I do want to do the horror movie marathon. I don't know if I'll be able to do it this weekend or not. I want to. That's the goal. 24-hour horror movie marathon challenge. I got the list ready. Got the movies picked out. I'm not going to be able to do it one day straight. I'm going to basically separate between 2 days. So that's the goal. And I guess for everybody who voted, the couple of people who voted, I guess Dead Snow 2 looks like the winner for the 4 movies for tonight that I might watch. Lost Boys, The Thirst, Don't Worry, He Won't Get Far on Foot, which is the only non-horror movie, Dead Snow 2, and then Bone Hill Road. And then maybe Apostle. That's in the mix too. But let me know what you guys are watching tonight. Let me know if you have any movie recommendations for me to check out, especially horror movie-wise. Just watched Dead Snow 2 in tribute to Norwegian viewers. All right, that's fair. I love the first one, like I said. Yes, House of a Thousand Corpses, I absolutely love that movie. It is a classic to me. It is by far my favorite of the Rob Zombie movies. It is gritty, dirty, nasty, memorable characters, memorable scenes. Again, it's gory, it's dirty, gritty. Just be, you know, aware of that for sure. But I absolutely loved it. It has some, you know, nightmarish scenes in it for sure. I remember when I first watched it, it definitely freaked me out when I was, I don't even know how many years ago was that now, like early 2000s, no, mid 2000s maybe, like around there maybe. I can't remember the exact release date for it, but I remember loving it. I don't know if it's on Netflix. Just came out Tuesday with Ellie Fanning and Pure Wish I Won. Oh yeah, well, I don't know. I have to look into that one though. But yeah, you know, I kind of wish she would too. I was, you know, it doesn't really matter to me who wins, but it would be nice to see people who I know support my channel and are active win. But you know, just doing it fair, drawn out of the hat, and hopefully those people appreciate it. But I'll be doing more giveaways in the future, and I actually have a video or a giveaway planned for Black Klansman. They actually reached out to me to see if I would do a giveaway for it, and I was like, can I get a review copy? They're like, we'll see. And I was like, oh, all right. I guess it doesn't really matter to them or to you guys, but I would like to be able to get a review copy and watch that one too. I'm kind of interested in hearing about that story. But there will be a giveaway for Black Klansman coming up, one Blu-ray for that. So look forward to that. I got to get that up by the first week of November. So that'll be coming up. And I still have to do one for Hereditary too. I have a couple other things to give away, but for right now, do expect some random horror Blu-ray shelf videos, some maybe pumpkin beer review. I did one recently, the pumpkin beer review, pumpkin food review, stuff like that, Halloween, horror related. Reality is an illusion, what's up? Alright, I'll leave and watch. Yeah, I mean, I personally love House of a Thousand Corpses. It's, again, my favorite by far, Rob Zombie's. I was really disappointed with some of his movies. I really liked, where is it? Lords of Salem up until like the last 20 minutes. I thought that could have been a classic, like a throwback to 70s witch horror, great atmosphere, mood, and underlying tension throughout. But then that last 20 minutes just fell off for me. And I wasn't a big fan of 31. I thought 31 was pretty terrible. I was hugely disappointed in that one. I thought some of the villainous characters, like a couple of them, were memorable, but that was really the only good thing I could say about that movie. But yeah, so expect horror Blu-ray shelf videos coming up soon. And then once I do all that, I'm going to reorganize it, finally alphabetize it. Again, I do have them separated with, you know, Arrow Video separated, Steelbooks are separated. So it's basically just, you know, standard keep case horror Blu-rays. But I'll go ahead and, you know, Devil's Rejects to me, I think it pales in comparison to House of Thousand Corpses, but I know a lot of people love Devil's Rejects. One thing, I wasn't always a huge fan of the ending for Devil's Rejects. And I also have I have a different opinion on the ending as well as how it can be viewed. Lady Scarlet, let's see, hi there. I think you should watch a classic Halloween film. It is Midnight Hour. Yeah, I love Midnight Hour. I don't think it has an official release. I have a bootleg of it, though. I've had a bootleg of that for, like, probably close to a decade. But that is a classic that deserves a Blu-ray release. I remember it being kind of campy. I think Geordie LaForge was in there, right? From Reading Rainbow. I can't remember his name. LeVar Burton, I believe. Wasn't there, like, a little leprechaun in there, too? That was a fun one. I think one of the guys from 21 Jump Street, the TV show back in the day, I think he was in there too. But that's just a really fun Halloween-themed movie that deserves an official release. Take care. See you later, Maxie Jackson. Thanks for tuning in. But I'm going to go ahead and give you just a complete collection overview real quick. This is my office area. Here is the horror Blu-ray collection. One bookcase right there. I've got some down there. I've got some in the other room, some over here. And then here's some collector's editions and stuff like that, box sets, some Funko Pops. Got Eddie Munster signed up by Butch Patrick. I got the Freddy Krueger one signed up by Robert Englund. I like getting them signed on the actual Funko figures instead of the display box. And then here's some more horror Blu-rays. And then here's Bruce Campbell signed Evil Dead Anchor Bay 10. And then the Thing Japanese reproduction poster signed up. And then here's a Phantasm poster signed up right there. Angus Scrimm down there before he passed. And this is just a whole bunch of stuff right here that I need to get rid of. Most of it. Most of it needs to be gotten rid of. And then Twilight Time, Criterion Collection, Criterion Collection, Criterion Collection, Arrow Video, Digibook, Steelbooks. All that good stuff right there. A lot of the comic books right there are stuff I need to get rid of. I need to do another video on that. And here's the rest of the collection. Just a bunch of stuff right here. Looking forward to checking the special features on the new Maxim Overdrive release. Vestron Video. And then here's more Blu-rays, box sets, Blu-rays, stuff all on the floor. I need to get all the stuff off the floor. DVDs, which I'm trying to, you know, thin out the DVDs. And then horror DVDs right here. Some signed ones and then box sets. But that is the collection. And scroll through here, some more random stuff right there. More stuff you're going to see in videos coming up soon. And let me know what you guys think too. I still want to do the top 10 underrated horror movies on Blu-ray video. And I feel like everybody has a different opinion on what is underrated. But I am thinking about putting What We Do in the Shadows on the list. I didn't initially think it was underrated because I thought it got a lot of hype and buzz when it came out. But now I feel like nobody really talks about it. And revisiting it recently, like, I loved it even more. It's absolutely hilarious. Great vampire comedy movie from New Zealand. So I'm thinking about putting that on the list, and expect a top 10 underrated horror movies list. I did that years ago, probably like 5 years ago on my channel. And I've definitely been meaning to update it for a while, so expect that coming up soon. And is everything still backwards on here? Let me know. Is it still backwards? It might be. It's so annoying. I don't know why the video is backwards on my iPhone. It didn't used to be. I used to do videos on here all the time, and it was fine. And then suddenly, I don't know, I guess they changed something with YouTube, because every time I film on here, everything comes up backwards for the text and stuff. But let's see. Yeah, Blue Monkey is another one too. There's a bunch of really good horror movies that need Blu-ray releases, and it's surprising that there's so many out there that still don't. If you need room, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, your collection is pretty massive. I saw you you've been posting more videos and stuff, and very impressive collection. So yeah, I need to get. I really want to get like 2 more bookcases, like one skinny bookcase, and then maybe like a small one like right here. And what I want to do is get, I love the way this looks, but at the same time, I want to put more horror Blu-rays over here. But yeah, so if I can get like a mini one there, and then like a thin bookcase of these IKEA ones that all match, that would be great. And I do, excuse me, I do have a couple more, actually I have a bunch of videos planned, but I've got some non-horror stuff planned, but a lot of horror stuff that I still have to update on here. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any other recommendations for what horror movies that are on Blu-ray that you consider to be underrated. Forgive me, I am parched and still trying to get better. But yeah, if you have any recommendations, pulp in my mustache right there. But if you have any recommendations for horror movies you consider to be underrated that have Blu-ray releases, let me know. Because I have a list, but I'm always curious to hear what your guys' opinions are. A lot of times when I see these underrated horror movie lists, I'm blown away because they're usually the most popular, well-received horror movies ever that people think are underrated. Suspiria, come on now, it's like one of the most popular Italian, like I'd say at least in the top 3 most popular Italian horror movies, or international horror, you know, it's insanely popular. Candyman, come on now, super popular. The original Black Christmas, come on. Like, you're talking about original My Bloody Valentine. These are movies that people consider to be underrated. I'm like, these are the most popular horror movies ever. I don't know. Like, I remember actually having a debate about somebody about the original My Bloody Valentine. I remember Googling popular slasher movies, and it was like the 8th most popular slasher movie that came up on there. Let's see. I have a great one on Blu-ray actually too. They would be Premature Burial, which I am not familiar with that one. So that's one that's awesome one. And there's a horror movie that I am not too familiar with. I'm excited. Premature Burial. I'm gonna have to look that one up. And Night of the Scarecrow. I like Night of the Scarecrow, but I remember watching it when I was younger and liking it more than I like it now. There's another movie that I think is called Husk. It doesn't have a Blu-ray here. It does have a DVD here, but it has a region-free Blu-ray release for in the UK. I've imported it over here. And they have one in Germany too. I think that's also region-free. Or maybe it's just the German one. I'll have to double-check. But it has a region-free Blu-ray release because I have it. And Husk is, to me, like the best Scarecrow horror movie ever. Do small shelves for your pops and then your empty... yeah, okay, I see that. That makes sense. Yeah, I still need to check out Hounds of Love for sure. 30 Days of Night. I love 30 Days of Night. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. So I don't know if I could personally consider that one underrated, because I don't know. I think that one is. I thought it was pretty well known. I mean, it has a couple of really well known actors, especially Josh Hartnett. It has a bunch of other good supporting cast in there. And I actually forget who's the chick in there. I think was she also in Triangle too? I can't remember her name right now, but I feel like she's pretty well known. But I love 30 Days of Night, one of my all-time favorite movies. Again, the snowy setting, the blood really pops in the snow. I love the vampires, the looks of them, their talk, how they talk and everything, just how creepy they are. And just the idea, the concept of 30 Days of Night in Alaska, which I think they used in a Tales from the Crypt episode, I think season 6. But I think that was the first time it was really utilized in a movie. I know there's another one, Frostbitten, I think, which is another, I believe, I can't remember where that one came from. No, I don't know if it was Norwegian or where it was actually, but another kind of similar one. But yeah, Premature Burial is one I'm definitely looking forward to checking out. I'll have to look into that one. So thank you so much for that recommendation, Lady Scarlet. Winter Bear, any recommendations on horror movies on Hulu? I don't have Hulu, so I don't know what's on there. But I'm going to be doing more recommendation videos for horror movies coming up soon, so that they might be on Hulu. I'm not sure. Maybe I should look into that. But I do have Netflix, so I might do a like top movies on horror movies on Netflix video. They've been doing some really good ones, especially some originals too. So again, I saw Malevolence recently, which I would definitely recommend. A really good ghost story movie, and set in '86 in Glasgow. So I definitely really appreciate that one. I might do a full movie review for that one, in fact. But I just wanted to get on here and let you guys know that I've been sick. That's why I haven't been making videos. And I do plan to make more videos coming up soon. So look forward to that coming up. Thank you. I'll definitely look forward to that. But I'm going to head out for tonight. And look forward to more horror movie videos coming up soon. As well as the community collaboration video that I do every year on here for like 10 years now. Which is crazy. But that's awesome. So look forward to that coming up, which I'll probably post on Halloween. And I hope you guys are doing well. Take care. Have a good night.